I've just tuned in. This is the third quarterfinal of the Gamescom Quake Live tournament. It is Spartie against Rapha. Best of 5. First map is T7, i.e. Furious Heights. Looks like Spartie's going to get the Mega Spawn up, not to go straight for that yellow, going to delay it a little bit and instead go steal Rapha's yellow. Rapha, however, knows exactly what he's going to do, and that's why he was nowhere to be seen.
Spartie actually took Rapha's yellow in the very beginning. So Rapha tried to delay that first yellow after getting red, and Spartie was able to get both.
Yeah, he should even be able to get on red here after that. Yeah, he's going to take it and pick up the first early flag. 35 seconds, he's going to be a rocket. Comes out of that with a nice tasty 100-100 as well, which is going to be beneficial as this next mega is up. And Spartie's actually going to play Rapha a little bit. Actually has a chance to get a rail on if he sticks around. So I'm not sure why he decided not to just sit and wait for to get that rail through the door. That's a little odd.
So let's continue watching Spartie, if we're not, because we have to tell gun run.
And Spartie has managed to get up to a 200 stack. He'll be looking for the frag now. Important factor is we do have red and mega spawning exactly the same time, which that's not going to be good for Spartie, as he's just built this stack for himself, and actually Rapha's been pushed back to the mega, but still Spartie has a lot of that health and armor. He's just going to be able to bait Rapha, do a lot of damage, and force him wherever he wants to go.
Well, Spartie did do a fair amount of damage. He might be able to take Rapha here before he picks up that red, and it looks like he will, and he might be able to force Rapha off of this mega. Ooh, and he will! So that was some good play there by Spartie. He was able to do enough damage onto the red, and then was able to get all the way back to mega before Rapha took it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. It's actually a very nice play by Spartie there. He just lead by 2. Red is up in a few seconds. A nice fight for Spartie. Should be able to pick up the frag again to make it 3. Take red. There's going to be yellow up for him by this railgun, and he may as well top up to 25 rail ammo while he's there. But he's actually not going to bother with that because mega is up soon. See, that's why I'm a bad dual player.
Let's switch over to Rapha, and he's actually going to go down again, but he's already down 4. 2 minutes into this game, we'll see how he has to play to try to get back into this. Red, he's not going to be able to get red. He might be able to get the yellow near the rail, but I don't even know if he'll have enough time for that. Spartie's actually going to elect to delay this red, but Rapha was there, so he heard the timing. So Rapha is going to have to work with nothing for, it looks like, the next minute or two, especially with red and mega still off time. It's going to allow Spartie to get both.
Yeah, if both items gets picked up straight away, though, they will spawn exactly the same time next time round if my maths is pretty correct. So as long as Rapha doesn't take too much damage in the next sort of 30 seconds, he'll be able to have a good chance on the next set. Now, actually, Spartie's going to delay that red, so everything I said was just void. And it was potentially correct. So Spartie on top of his game right now with these item times.
Spartie still delaying that red. He actually delayed it an extra few seconds. That's going to allow him, if he wins this fight, which it looks like he will, and take another frag, be able to go get mega and then red again. So Spartie, while getting the frag, is also doing a good job of delaying the red or mega enough, at least 5 or 6 seconds that he can get both.
Yeah, so rush over to that red. Rapha's not going to be in a position to drop for it unless he's going to be cocky. It looks like he is, but he may take a lot of rocket damage here. And yeah, Spartie picking up his 6th frag, and excellent display so far, Slasher.
I mean, it's already getting to a pretty decent lead here for Spartie. Rapha can't let this get too out of hand too early. I mean, you can come back on this map, but also with the way the spawns work, you do have an opportunity to run a lot and make it quite difficult if you play defensive.
Yeah,
so exactly. Rapha's finally going to get a mega, so he finally gets his first power up. It takes a rail as soon as he gets it, so it's almost completely negated.
Yeah, I mean, Rapha really needs to get hold of a rail. That's got to be his main objective. At least then, he can put damage onto mega health if Spartie was to go for it, or rail down onto red armor, or rail from that position he was just then as he goes to get that thing, and oh my god.
So let's continue watching Rapha try to get back into this game. That red is going to be us. Spartie's going to do a good job at getting it, and he's going to come all the way over here to mega. So Rapha, after getting his first power up, pretty much within 4.5 minutes. Oh, and he's actually able to pick up the Mega ahead of Spartie and do a ton of damage on Spartie without taking any damage. Spartie was eventually able to get 2 nice direct-to-the-body rocket shots on the rapha that might not let rapha get this red, and it didn't. So rapha turned that entire situation around to pick up that frag, and I thought he actually might have gotten a clean frag to get that red, but Spartie did enough damage there.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised rapha didn't object to step back a little bit and just wait for the rail shot. That's the first time he's had the rail all game and didn't actually use it. Obviously, I'm not going to try and explain why he did that with a player like rapha playing, however, it's a little bit strange to say the least.
Uh-oh,
Spartie's going to use that rail.
So now, because he got up the pad, Spartie's going to take red, and he's going to have position on this Mega, so rapha again loses both major items.
Yeah, exactly. Mega's been on the spot for a few seconds now. Oh my god, what a
so bad. That's so bad for rapha. That's going to just... I mean, he has his 50 here, but he has to be careful that he doesn't die. And it's going to make him run again for the next minute or two. It's going to make it really hard for him to come back. 5 frags, only 4 minutes remaining.
I mean, it's still possible, but right now he's not able to get any armors at all. If he connects with some more of those rails, it may help him, but he's just about to go down. And going to be a 6 frag advantage now again for Spartie. Spartie not letting up at all, and it's all been about the item time so far. It really has. And these railguns that Spartie's been hitting.
Spartie's done a really good job making sure that Red and Mega spawn at least 5 seconds away from each other, which is about the amount of time that it takes to get from one item to the other.
Yeah, and the good thing about that as well is he's picking up the frags by these power-ups. So if he does pick up a frag by the power-up, he has 5 seconds to get over to the other one. And that, of course, means rapha's going to spawn on that side of the map as well. So not only is rapha going to spawn there, Spartie's going to be able to put damage on him, as he has been doing, picking up frags, which we're going to see here again.
Another frag for Spartie. That's a 7 frag lead now. It's going to be 8 in a second. With 3 minutes to go, this is not really looking too good for rapha. Spartie's probably going to be able to take this Mega. Barely misses a rocket shot onto rapha there. Spartie's eventually going to get that frag, make an 8 frag lead, and I think this game is pretty much over. Rapha finally gets a power up and does get a frag. So if he's going to want to try to make a comeback, it has to be right now.
Yeah, but look at the times on that Mega in red. I know we keep mentioning it, but it's the same. Every time Spartie seems to die, there's a power up at the same time, and rapha's going to be able to get one, but so is Spartie, so I can't see a comeback happening at all, but we'll see. Oh, actually, this is quite good. Spartie's low.
But he hits all the rails. Rapha didn't want him to hit that second rail. He's able to pick up this 50, but even though Spartie died, he's able to pick up the Mega off the spawn.
46 health for rapha right now, 73 armor, could pick up the frag. Spartie's actually going to kill himself. 8-3 now, the score. Rapha's going to catch him off the spawn. Spartie will take that yellow, which is going to help him a little bit and give him a bit of extra time, but he's going to die sometimes unless he connects with another rail, but rapha will pick up that frag, and the red needs to find some health soon.
Spartie with a good job hitting that rail right before he died. Did enough damage to rapha to make it so he couldn't get this Mega, and if Spartie gets a frag here, it's going to be over.
70 health.
And there it is. So, 27 of Furious Heights going to go to Spartie. Spartie doing a really nice job timing the items. I think that's pretty much what won him the map.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually really impressive display by Spartie. These last 2 events he's been playing a lot better than he has been this last year. It's nice to see. Hopefully he can carry this on into the next 2-3 maps. Do we know the second map?
I'm going to try to find out now.
Okay. I don't think he mentioned it on the server, at least. So it would have been done on stage, I guess. Now, if I've managed to pick up a few flags, you never know, but honestly, probably not going to be possible. If Spartie picks up that red off the spawn, rapha not connecting with any plasma. Going to be another death there.
So Spartie doing a lot of damage, I mean, rapha doing a lot of damage, just Spartie, really good on the timings. I even saw that mentioned a lot yesterday. I'm trying to remember who, but they were saying that Spartie's timings are some of the best in Quake Live.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing in Quake Live. Now that aiming has become quite easy. I say easy, it's probably still worse than CPMA now they've adjusted the hitboxes, but it's a lot easier than it used to be, so everybody aims at that high level. It really does come down to players' positioning, but mine's primarily the timing. So, Spartie just showing what timing can get for you, Slasher, then.